Another day, the streak is over. Welcome back to Pinstripeype, a Phillies podcast. My name is Chris. I am your host. With me, as always, is avid Phillies fan Nate. Nate, Phil's dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mariners. The series was over. It felt like damn near before it even really got started. Zach Wheeler, with hands down his worst outing, maybe the past couple of years. Really, really bad performance by Wheels. Good outing by Nola. Offense didn't back him up. Great outing, per usual. Stop me if you've heard this before the past couple months by Jesus Luzardo. Phillies take 1, game 3. They beat up Brian Wu. First 2. Offense couldn't get going, and, pitching didn't necessarily help him out either, Nate. Dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mariners. First series lost in a while. The streak ends at 9. Phillies aren't going to be breaking any records there. Where are they at with the Braves right now? What are they, 4 back, 5 back?
4.5. Braves won again last night.
Yeah. So 4.5. Still doable. You got the Angels coming up, Diamondbacks, and then Braves. Dan, Nate, what do you got for a quick recap for us?
Yeah, I mean, Zach Wheeler, as bad as he looked, I'm still pissed at Don Mattingly for leaving him out there to die like that.
Yeah.
I know you need him to eat the inning, but when he gives up 2 home runs in the inning, he's really not eating the inning. 5 walks. I mean, he had more walks than innings pitched. I don't know if there's an injury, which we'll get to that. Apparently Zach Wheeler himself said he was fine, so we'll see what happens there.
There's some Twitter doctors out there.
Yeah, there really are. I mean, look, we were just tweeting about. We're just worried about him. We weren't
Just
diagnosing
give him some time off. Some people
just give him. If you want to say he has a short shoulder, just say it, and then give him.
Get away with it. He's coming off a surgery.
Yeah, give him a start or 2 off.
Right.
Yeah, total just dud in game 1. I think everyone stayed up to watch it though because of how bad it was with Wheeler. Game 2, I think everybody went to bed during game 2 because they already. Shout out Aaron Nola though for looking good again. I got to say something though. Ryan Kerkering. How was he on the baseball team, man?
That's my adjustment right there. Get him going.
It's pretty bad.
He's fucking brutal.
Bryce Harper had a great series though.
Great.
Very great series. I mean, he's having a great season, which I'll get to in the temp checks. And then yesterday, I get home from work. I was listening to Fransky in LA on the radio. I think it was Stocker actually with Fransky, but either way, it's 3-0 when I walked in the door. I sat down and it was 6-0, so that was great. Bryce and Schwarber both hit home runs in a game, which I'm going to get to something in the temp checks too that I tweeted out today.
It's not going to happen, by the way. It's not going to happen.
No, but that would be super fucking cool if it did.
We're going to monitor it.
We're monitoring the situation. Mm-hmm. And then Luzardo saved my life. Jesus saved my life. I mean, this guy.
Amen.
This guy is phenomenal. I don't even know what else to say. And Bryce Stott did have 3 hits yesterday too. I didn't see a lot of people talking about it, but yeah, I mean, they dropped the series. It's a tough one. You don't love it, but you can live with it. I mean, the thing for me, the thing for me, and I'll end it with this real quick. They got that crazy walk-off in the 9th inning, the shore bomb to end the game. Then they had to immediately jump on a plane and go play on the West Coast the next day.
I was going to bring that up too.
Yeah.
So
I'll excuse it.
I wonder if that's an attest to Wheeler's struggles as well, because I'm jumping on a plane from Philly to Seattle, right? You have the jet lag, and then you don't get a day off in between. You just got to get on the plane and pitch right when you get off, damn near. That's a flight, man. What's that, like 5-6 hours, something crazy? So,
and the time changed too immediately.
Right,
3-hour time difference.
Right. Not getting any sort of normal rest because you're opening up a series that far away from where you were without a day off. Thank you, MLB, for scheduling the Phillies that way, for playing in Philly, no days off, and then going right to the West Coast trip. Fuck you guys. But yeah, I mean, just rough series. Probably should have seen it coming. Didn't we? Of course, if you are watching on YouTube, Spotify doesn't know this, but Cal Raleigh, you're welcome. That's my name, Cal Raleigh's MVP for today, because we clearly were his get right. He hit 3 home runs in game 1, 2 off of Wheeler. He hit another one, a 4th against Nola. 4 homers in the series for Cal Raleigh. Oof. One of the worst players in baseball this year got to get right against the Phillies.
Because who else would it be?
Who else would it be? Who else would it be against? Award-wise, MVP, I mean, I'm going to go Bryce Harper because he broke his on-base streak.
Very solid.
For his MLB career. You know, he's up to 28. Actually, did he get on base in game 2?
I think he got on every time this series, so it's either up to 29.
It'd be at 30 then, yeah, because I know he broke it the first at bat in game 1. He had 2 hits in game 2, so he's up to 30 now. So 30 and counting for Bryce Harper for his consecutive on base streak. I'm not going to talk too much about it because Nate's going to get into him a little bit in the temp check and kind of show some love to number 3, leading the league in walks, by the way, top 10 in on base percentage. So Harper's going to be my MVP for this series, and there's a few options there, but just breaking a record when you've been doing it for over a decade, I mean that's impressive.
Yeah, he was going to be mine too, but I will pivot. I'm going to have to give it to Jesus Luzardo for keeping him alive in that game.
That's the other one. Yep.
I mean, he looked great. They couldn't touch him. They could not touch him. I mean, that was his dominant. I mean, 1 hit. I know he had 3 walks, but he was never in any trouble. He had 9 strikeouts. I mean, that was just dominant, man. And he has lowered his season ERA to a 3.09. I predicted before the season started, and God damn it, Christopher Sanchez, they were going to have 2 top 5 Cy Young finishers, and Luzardo is going to be one of them. Yeah. He's going to be one of them. He's already got 200 strikeouts.
Yep.
Back-to-back seasons, by the way. Yeah. I mean, it's just he's going to be my MVP. I mean, this guy's carrying the pitching staff down the stretch along with Aaron Nola. But don't get me wrong, Nola's been good and Painter's been fine, and Wheeler and Sanchez have had their issues, but this guy is keeping the pitching staff what it is right now. He's going to be my MVP for the series.
Dude, he might be the MVP for the fucking team this year. The way
real shit, dude. Real shit.
If he didn't start so bad, he's like probably right there with the Miz, low key. Probably still never going to get it over him, but he's probably there. Biggest adjustment and concern. We'll give you one each. Nate, I know biggest adjustment. I'll let you tackle that one, and then we'll get to the biggest concern.
Yeah, so I noticed something this series that also happened. I believe it was either last series or the series before. Brooks Raley cannot come into a dirty inning. Stop putting him in after Orion Kerkering. I mean, can we just be serious? Can we just give Brooks Raley a clean inning? I know Brooks Raley is a guy who should be able to come in and get you 1 out, but it's just Don Mattingly has had Orion Kerkering all year, and you know exactly what he is and what he's capable of doing damage-wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he loaded the bases up. He couldn't throw a strike. I mean, it was awful. And then I don't even blame Brooks Raley for that again. I mean, Brooks Raley has not been great as a Philly, but for you to knock him when he's coming in with bases loaded on the road, it's just.
Yeah, I get it. Dude, it's not his role, and he can't just get the 1 fucking out, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, just let him get a clean inning, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't really have somebody. Maybe try McFarland. I don't know. I would try that.
Well, you know why? We're going to get to this in the temp checks, but he was used down in a game 8-2 instead of being used in a competitive situation. So, all good. All good there.
How do you look in that game, Nate?
Very fair. He looked very fucking good in that game.
Oh, really? 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 Wow. He looked good. A bullpen arm that we brought up looked good. And we're throwing shit that has shown that it does not work constantly back out into the same situations. You know what the definition of insanity is, Nate?
Tell me.
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Don Mattingly, you're the definition of fucking insane. You're a psychopath. Something is not right up here. You keep doing the same things, putting the same people into the same situations, doing the same shit, and it's not working. And they don't work this time. It's not going to work this time, Don. It's not going to work. I don't know if it's empty up here, if it's just not clicking, if the age is getting to you, like if you need to see a doctor, a brain specialist, something. It's off, and you're pissing me off, and you're going back down to the temperature checks, and the number already started with a 0. Biggest concern, it's number 45. Unfortunately, it's officially time. I'm officially pressing the panic button a little bit on Zach Wheeler. He has not looked himself. The Phillies have lost, I think, all but one Zach Wheeler start over the past 2 months almost now since the All-Star break. That's just not okay. That's not good. That's actually very bad. I don't know, man. Like, it's just not moving. The command's not there. He's throwing pitches in poor spots, and he's saying he feels fine. And, people on Twitter go back and forth with he's injured. Oh, well, how do you know? I mean, you don't know. You can just see that the stuff isn't there. Something might be off mechanically. He needs some time off, and we're going to get to this in a little bit, but it's been going on for a while with Wheeler, and we kept saying is, if it keeps going on, we'll be concerned. If it keeps happening, it will be concerned. Here we are. It's kept happening, and now we're concerned. I know at least I'm concerned. I'm sure you are too, Nate.
Yeah, it's what gets me too is it's funny, right? Because fans, everyone has to argue over what the reasoning is. Why does that matter? We're all just concerned anyway. Like, if it's mechanic, if it's an injury, if it's the dead arm.
No, some people have to be right.
Right. So, but who cares? Like, something is wrong, and they need Zach Wheeler to be good. I mean, I think that was the worst start of his career. I'm not going to say far, but I think so. At least earned runs in 4 innings.
At least in his Phillies tenure, yes.
I mean, that was awful. He had more walks than innings pitched, more walks than strikeouts pitched. I mean, I can't recall a time ever in his career he's ever looked that bad.
Let's see. I'm going to look it up.
But I watched Zach Wheeler on the Mets.
Bang. First thing against the Mariners.
Yeah. I mean, that was the worst start of his career.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry anybody, but there is a real chance here where he might physically feel fine. And before I say this, I think Zach Wheeler is going to be okay. I do. I think he's going to be all right. But this just might be, he's older now. He's had the surgery. He's got a ace wear and tear on his arms. I mean, the Phillies have had to give him periods off the last multiple seasons because he just pitches so many innings. Yeah. And I think maybe this just is what his arm is now. Now, I'm not saying he's going to give up 8 innings again. Like, we got the first half of Zach Wheeler this year, and it was phenomenal. It was great.
Yes.
But this second half, it's going to get better. I just don't know if it's going to get ace level Zach Wheeler again.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first time he's given up 8. Just seeing it, he's apparently done it 4 times.
Before was any of those on the Phillies?
Yeah, one of them against the Orioles in 2024. He gave up 8.
Oh, I remember that, man.
Yeah,
holy shit.
It clicked when I saw it too. Yeah, that was bad. But that was a little different situation. That was just like random. Like, this is kind of everything that's been going on. He hasn't been looking good for a handful of
lingering
weeks,
thing.
Over a month. Right. And then now here we are, and it's kind of completely blown up. Like I said, we'll get to that a little bit more in a little bit. Going to jump into a preview. Phillies are playing a terrible Los Angeles Angels team. I need a sweep. I'm just going to say that outright and in front. This team is terrible. Their pitching is terrible for the most part. Their hitting is pretty awful now for the most part. Game 1, you have Andrew Painter, going up against Reed Detmers. With how Painter's been pitching, I expect a win if the offense can show up this series, which they need to after how they looked this past series. They should be in LA already now, resting, in Anaheim, whatever, getting ready for the game tomorrow. And then Saturday, the Phillies have Christopher Sanchez facing off against Ryan Johnson. Last outing went 7 shutty against the Rangers. To be honest, I'm not very familiar with the guy. Not great stats on the season, but had a good outing last time. Sunday, no, we do not get to see George Klassen. Those of you who follow us on X at Pinstripe_hype and see a lot of our posts saw, when I posted about George Klassen, about how he's my guy, and shouted out Dave for the trade he made, giving him up. I was really hoping that we were able to get him and he, was able to play against the Phillies and see what happened. X, by the way, right there, up that way. A little QR code right there. Nate, if you want to point to it, over on your side over there,
Well, it's funny because like when you point to it, you're pointing the wrong way for me, but it's because
Is it here?
It's to this way. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
For me, it's over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Right here. If you want to, hit that little QR code or scan it. Catch us over on X. We're very active over there. But put out, it was a great trade by Dave Dombrowski, getting Carlos Estevez back for George Klassen. Who Estevez is no longer a Philly. He's a Royal who's out for basically the whole year. It was half a season with the Phillies. Gave up a grand slam, but there was Jeff Hoffman that loaded the bases. He came in and gave up a grand slam in the playoffs to lose the Phillies a series. Regardless if the bases were loaded or not, he still gave up the homer. And then the Phillies let him walk, and then George Klassen has worked his way up through the minors and is having a pretty good season for the Angels. We were slated to face him. Hopefully it changes, but as of right now, it doesn't look like it. Because Sunday, you have Zach Wheeler slated against Yusei Kikuchi, who's been horrible this year. He doesn't have a win this year. You have to sweep him. If you lose game one because it's Detmers versus Painter, whatever. I want to sweep to make up for that Mariner series. But given you're on the road 2 out of 3.
I need to sweep. I need the win streak to start up again. And I will say, if they do face George Klassen, he'll probably do okay against him. But I think Bryce might walk 4 times just because of the command thing that Klassen has. And Bryce is just so
patient right now.
Yeah. Awesome. Luis Arias, we're not going to talk about this on today's pod, but I've seen a lot of 4-year extension talks from other teams in the offseason, or not extension, just contract. But the Phillies better be one of those teams, man, because Bryce Harper with Luis Arias behind him has been like the best hitter in all of baseball in August.
Mm-hmm.
But that's besides the point. Like I said, we're not going to talk about that Luis Arias extension today, but I just felt like should bring that up real quick because of the class and walk thing. But I need to sweep.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. The other thing is the Angels don't have an offense, really. They have Zach Neto, sure. They have Mike Trout. This is not the normal Mike Trout. They really have a whole bunch of nothing right now. So I need a sweep. They are checked out on the season. They're just going out there to throw the baseball, swing the bat a couple times, and see what happens. Just sweep them. For the love of God, please.
I do think you probably might see another Andrew Painter gem, if I had to guess, just because of how bad this Angels team is. If Andrew Painter is going to want to repeat what he did last outing, this is the team you probably want to do that against.
Absolutely it is, and this is a great opportunity to be able to do that. Moving along, got the temp checks coming up. Going down a little bit on a lot of them, I guess you can expect. I'll start it off. I was at a 3.6 with the pen last time. I'm just going to stay there. The majority of the bullpen looked good this series. Really no high leverage situations, to be fair, except for Ryan Kirkring, who does what he does best. Suck. Brooks Raley, it's not where he should be coming in at, but it's how Don Mattingly's using him. He's not good in that role. 2 negatives there. Alex McFarland looked good. Johan Duran looked good. Just about everybody else looked good. Chase Sugar had 4 strikeouts, 2 innings, and an earned run. No. I'm just going to stay at a 3.6, I guess. I don't really know. There wasn't really much to judge a bullpen off of. Game 1 was already over with Wheeler. Game 2, offense didn't show up for you, and Game 3 was a shutout. So.
Yeah, I think I was around a 4.7, 4.8. I didn't go above a 5. I'm gonna just knock him down a point or two just because of the Orion Kirkering. I don't know what Orion Kirkering's ERA is up to now. I don't have it right in front of me. I will check that while I talk though.
It's a 3.83. I'm pretty sure I just had it. I was looking at it before we started.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Well, either way, I would really much. It is a 3.83. I would really like to see him and Alex McFarland swap roles, and then you just give Brooks Raley a clean inning.
I would like Caleb Killian, and Orion Kirkland to swap roles.
Well, one has an arm right now and one doesn't.
Well, that's kind of
I know.
That's kind of the joke, Nathaniel.
No, but Caleb Killian has an arm. Orion Kerkering doesn't.
Well, not really. He's on IL, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm just he somehow could probably have a leverage spot better than Orion Kerkering could.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it is bad. I'll drop him like I don't know, I'll go for 6. It's just like you said, they didn't have any leverage this series. There's really nothing to knock him on. It is going to kill me in the playoffs if I see Orion Kerkering get up.
Oh, you will.
I know I will.
You're gonna like it, and it's gonna crush you, and you're gonna like it. And that's that. Fuck. Yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah. Side note: did you see Eugenio Suarez hit a grand slam and then got placed on waivers the next day?
Yeah, he's been really bad this year though, and the Reds are so cheap. I think they just wanted to save $3 million.
I think if Alec Boehm didn't get hot,
oh yeah. That's the thing, though, man. Like he's been DHing all year. He can't play a position anymore, dude. Like I think the Mariners might pick him up just for the playoff run, and he was on the team last year.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think the Reds just cut ties. I mean, they signed him to a pretty decent contract. I thought.
Yeah, they did. I thought he was gonna be a Phil. I mean, hindsight's 2020. Good thing he wasn't. Starting pitching. I was at an 8-3 last pod. I got to drop it. Wheeler just absolutely god awful. That was bad. Not by much because Nola looked good again. Yes, again. Jesus Luzardo looks like a Cy Young. Again. Yes, again. So I'm just going to go from an 8-3 to an 8-1. I was at an 8-1 2 pods ago. Then I was at 8-3. Now I'm going to sit back at an 8-1 right now. I'll be just dropping because of Wheeler. If he had a good outing, we're going up. But like the ace of your staff for the past half decade is killing you right now, and it sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, I was at an 8-9 last pod. I couldn't bump him above a 9. I'm going to be honest. I'm going way down. I mean, this Zach Wheeler thing is – I'm going all the way down probably to a 7.9, maybe an 8. Oh, this is a major issue because it is. Yeah.
I mean and I'm like, not – last time, but, here we are.
Let's not sugarcoat this too, though. Like, Christopher Sanchez also having a little bit of – I mean, he's out there here and there. He's still pitching good.
Yeah.
So I don't want to nitpick it, but it's, if Zach Wheeler is not Zach Wheeler, I don't know, man. Like last year they had Ranger Suarez down the stretch and in the playoffs. That's not here anymore. So if Zach Wheeler – and he's not going to give up 8 runs again. He's not. I hope not. But
it'll be 9. Fuck!
Yeah. So I'll go to an 8. I will go to an 8.
Okay.
Because this just makes it so much worse. And if he does have to go on the injury list for, just to get a phantom IL stint for 10 days, whatever, how many days it is, Alan Ronhill is probably the alternative. He just gave up 9 earned runs in his last start in AAA.
Yeah, because Cortez is on fucking IL now.
I don't know what's going on there, dude. I mean, that was a Hail Mary to begin with, I guess.
Yeah, but still, like, what the fuck, man?
So I'm going to bump him down to an 8.
Okay. Offense. Where you at?
Well, I was above a 5 last pod. I was at a 5-2. They did see good pitching. Logan Gilbert's very good.
Nate.
George Kirby's very good.
Nate.
They rocked Brian Rue.
Nate.
So, that being said, we're still going to a 4-9. They're back below a 5.
Okay.
They're 4-9. If they had touched, if they even had put 4 or 5 runs up in one of those games, I would keep them right at a 5, but they didn't.
That'd be fair, but they went 2-1.
Yeah, they were a dying team in game 2. Well, actually, you know what? It's funny because in game 1, they did have opportunity, but then it just got out of hand so fast with Zach Wheeler.
Yes,
then
it did.
In game 2, Brian De La Cruz did come up with a chance to tie the game in the 9th inning, but it was like they were probably not going to do it. So they kind of blew that opportunity right there to tie it. I mean, Brian De La Cruz is not going to come through every time they need him to come through, So
no.
And then they put the 6-run spot on Woo. They're only going down to a 4-9. It's okay. Okay. Get back up above a 5 next pod.
No, I fucking hate him. So I'm dropping him a little bit more than, a little bit. I was at a 4-3. I'm going to like a 3-8, I guess. Isn't terrible. I mean, Stott 3 hits. Bryce still looks good. Schwarber had, the bomb. So he's back a little bit. He's at 40 40 of them now. First player in the league to 40. Shout out Schwartz. I still got to drop them just because, like you said, like they faced good pitching. What the fuck do you think they're going to see in the playoffs? They put up 2 and then 1. That's just uncompetitive. Yes, you smack around. Woo. Congratulations. It was in the series that was already won. I mean, thank you that you didn't get swept and you were able to smack them around. Put a 6 spot on them. Thank you. Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper were responsible for 5 of those.
I actually want to talk about them real quick too, now that we actually did give our temperature checks. Like, this is just side stuff for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber has reached 40 home runs in a single season again. Since joining the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber in 2022 at 46 home runs, in 2023 at 47 home runs, 2024 at 38 home runs, 2025 at 56, and then in 2026, he's already at 40.
What do you think he finishes at?
I don't know, man, because I put that tweet out earlier, and he's 10 behind Bryce. Do you think Schwarber can hit 20 more bombs this year? I don't think he's going to get 20 more bombs.
No way. No way.
So I think we're looking around 50.
Yeah, I think just under. I'm going like 48, I think.
And that leads me over to Bryce Harper, who has 390 career home runs. I think he can probably hit 4 or 5 more and get above like 32.
Yeah.
Which, if Schwarber hits 10 more, right, he's at 390. And if Bryce hits, let's say 5 more. What's Bryce got right now? I think 27.
Yeah.
That puts him at 32.
Yeah.
Which would put him at 395. I think that is such on pace for them to do it in the same game next year.
All it takes is Schwarber to have one of his hot streaks, and
that's why it's unlikely.
Yeah, because then he fucking can pass him in one series.
Yes. And then last thing, I just want to talk about Bryce again.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's first in walks, 6th in OPP, 7th in OPS. By the way, it's almost at a 900. That's pretty fucking elite. And at one point during,
just a little bit, Dave.
Yeah, I think one point during the game, it might have been yesterday, his OPS was higher than Kyle Schwarber's for the season, which was number 1 on the team.
That's pretty good.
They're both in the top 10 in OPS. Bryce Harper is 14th in slug percentage. He's 22nd in RBIs, 17th in home runs. I mean, he's going to hit 30 home runs again for the first time in a decent amount of time. And so far, I'm not going to say the full season because I'm not jinxing this, but so far up into the season, he's actually played healthy. I mean, I know he's had that outfield lingering thing going on, but he seems like he's getting adjusted to it. I'm not going to project going forward because we know Bryce Harper is 33 years old. But for him to have his longest on-base streak in his career at 33, this guy has been playing Major League Baseball since he's 18 years old.
Shout out Luis Arias.
Yeah, really. Shout out Luis Arias. And the
patience that Bryce has developed.
Yeah, I think Bryce made his debut when he was 19, but he was in baseball when he was 18. So it's just it's elite. He's having an elite season. I know there's no other way to put it. I mean, there's no other way for him to tell Dombrowski, "Hey, look at me. I'm still elite." And he compared Bryce Harper to Freddie Freeman. The only thing Freddie Freeman statistically, out of all the things I just named, is better than Bryce Harper at this year is batting average. So
winning championships.
Well, that's
sorry.
If Bryce was on the Dodgers, they would win too. I mean, it's no different.
Yeah, I know. I just fuck.
By the way, fuck the Dodgers for dropping 2 games of the Braves. What the hell is going on there? What's going on there, man?
Bases loaded, nobody out, no runs.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Shohei has a triple where they're down 1 in the 9th inning with no outs. They can't get him home. Like, fuck off.
Seriously.
That shit would never happen for us. Ever. Anyways, moving on. Domestically! I was at a 0.3, you're at a 0.1. Fuck you. Every loss, you go down by 0.1.
Yeah, no, between the Wheeler leaving him in, which, again, I said I do understand.
Was so stupid.
But
so dumb.
I know you didn't want to burn I know you didn't want to burn the bullpen and stuff, but how do you leave him in over 100 pitches, dude? Take him out of the game. Like, I understand from a manager's point of view, you can't burn the bullpen, right? I do understand that, but you also can't leave Zach Wheeler out there to do that.
No, you can't.
And I don't know, like the Kerkering thing, just he continues to do the thing with Brooks Raley. I'm down to a flat 0. It's a big old donut for Don.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
got
I'm
nothing else to
basically
say
there.
about it, man.
Other than to get away from my baseball team. Overall, I was at a 4.6. I'm not going to drop to a 3. I'm going to sit at a 4.2. I have to go down just because how bad Wheeler looked. The offense was asleep the first 2 games. And it is a West Coast trip, so there's a little bit of slack on my end from how I normally am because no off day between going from Philly to Seattle is fucking brutal, Robert Manfred. But, here we are. I'm going to sit 4-2. I need a great series against the Angels. I mean, this is one you got to sweep. You have to. So I'm going to go from a 4.6. I'll sit at a 4.2 overall.
Yeah, I was slightly above a 5 overall last pod. I don't know if I'm going to drop him. I mean, the stuff is concerning, and the Sanchez stuff here and there is not great.
Mm-hmm.
The bullpen really didn't piss me off too much this series besides Kerkering. And the offense, I like you said, they had that flight, and then the offense as until this series has been good. They rocked Brian Wu, but I kind of just want to leave him right dead on a 5. Like, I don't want to drop him overall because I dropped the pitching almost a full point. The offense I barely dropped. Mattingly doesn't count towards this, and then
everything
the bullpen
dropped for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop him. I think I was at like a 5.3 or a 5.4 overall. I'll just knock him down to a 5.
Too generous. They can't be at a 5. Fuck them. Fair enough.
I think they'll beat up the Angels pretty well, and beating up the Angels. Let me explain this too. That doesn't move them up too much either. That probably keeps them at a 5 too. So
yeah,
let them go out there and drop a fucking series. I'm telling you right now. Let them do that shit.
I mean, that's something that they absolutely would do. If they drop a series to the fucking Angels, it's gonna get ugly on here. It's gonna get ugly, Nate. It's gonna get ugly. Let's move to our overreaction realities. We got 2 of them. No fan mail today. Just busy. Didn't have time to put it out, and wouldn't have been much anyway. There's not going to be a Sunday pod because the Phillies are this fucking West Coast trip. We will have a pod following the Diamondback series right before the Braves. So that's going to be a perfect time for one. Recap what's going to, one way or the other, be a big series against the Diamondbacks and then previewing a big series against the Braves. So kind of a little week off, not necessarily planned. It's just the schedule's just poor with when the Phillies are playing and when both of us are able to do it. So we'll be back next Thursday. But first, we have 2 overreaction realities to jump through right quick. Number 1, Nate, we're going to start with, I guess, kind of the negative one. Does overreaction reality, Zach Wheeler needs to hit the IL for a little bit?
Oh, man. I don't know if you necessarily need to put him on the injured list, but what I will say, he does need to skip a start or 2. And I hate to say this, and I'm a fan who wants him to go out and win every single night.
Yep.
But you might just have to bite the bullet on maybe 2 or 3 of them, even if need be, because they're a wild card team regardless. Like, they're going to be playing in the first round regardless, whether it's at home, on the road, in Atlanta, in Chicago, wherever they play. The longevity of Zach Wheeler is way more important than rushing him out there with dead arm. I mean, Zach Wheeler could come out next start and be totally fine. I mean, he's Zach Wheeler. He's still an unbelievable pitcher. But
usually,
from what I have seen recently, ever since I think it was he threw 116 pitches versus the Blue Jays, I think it was. I think you might need to phantom IL him.
Jail Dom Mattingly. Jail.
Yeah, I think you might need to put him on the IL.
I agree. I think it's reality. At least a
10-day, just 10 days.
Yeah, I would say a 10-day. 15-day tops. I mean, 10 days probably fair, and then you can leave him on a couple of days if you need to. But 10-day, give him 1 or 2 starts off. Let him reset his arm, maybe fix anything mechanical. Hopefully that works, right? Hopefully. I think it's reality, unfortunately. I think he needs – what are they going to do? Punt the games that Wheeler doesn't start, essentially, unfortunately. But, hey, man, I mean, what – because here's the other thing, because you have –
I think one of those is against the Braves.
It is. I was about to get to that because he's starting. Well, no, it would be the Diamondbacks because he's pitching game. I don't know. It would either be the last game against the D-backs or first game against the Braves that you would be skipping a Wheeler start.
You still and like you need him in both of those, but it's like
You
dude,
do.
he also might just be off right now. Like
We'll see how he looks against the Angels. If he looks fine, then you probably don't do it. But if he looks bad against the Angels like he did against the Mariners, that's it, man. That like he needs a stint. He absolutely does.
Raps.
So I'm going to say reality that he does need an IL stint. I think I'm going to say reality. 10 days. 10 days. Oh, but you can't put somebody on IL if they're not hurting. His shoulder hurts. His shoulder does not feel good. He has shoulder soreness. You can bullshit it. I mean,
Zach Wheeler is not going to come out and say that, man. He's just not going to do it. He's a competitor. He's not going to do that.
And like, look at Ketel Marte. He's been on the injured list. What's hurt?
He's on the restricted list.
Restricted list. Yeah, with his fucking casino addiction because he didn't want to show up to the Red Sox series. Come on. Like, we can put Wheeler on the IL. Come on. Second and last overreaction reality for this pod. Nate. Is Bryce Harper the best hitter in baseball right now?
Reality.
Whoa.
Bryce Harper for the month of August has been the best hitter in baseball. The walking rate is ridiculous. He's going to go over 30 home runs. The RBI number, I don't know if he's going to quite get to 100. It's going to be pretty damn close, though. If he did get over 100 RBIs, that would be awesome. I just don't think he will because of how much he walks, which I'm fine with. I'm fine. Luis Arias is behind him. Shout out Luis Arias because he is highly benefited from this. And I mean, I don't see who else has been hotter than Bryce Harper lately.
Your boy, Florida Gator.
Well, he's in the American League.
Yeah, but in baseball.
True, we did say baseball. I still am going to go Bryce though because Cags is kind of just playing. I mean,
yeah,
Bryce Cags is. I don't know if Cags is necessarily feared yet to the point where you don't want to pitch to him. Yeah, so
I mean,
Bryce Harper is feared, but Cags is awesome. Don't get me wrong, very good player.
I'm going to go reality with you. The only one who's up there would be Cags. I was just getting it pulled up. I had it from earlier. He's sitting at a 1,200 damn near OPS this month.
Impressive.
10 extra base hits, 20 RBIs. I mean,
pretty good.
Pretty good. You know, that's your boy. But you know, Bryce Harper, at least at the time that I wrote this down, I don't know if this is including the past couple games. 510 on base percentage this month.
That's ridiculous.
Are you fucking serious? Half of the time he gets up to the plate, he's on the base. He gets on. That's unbelievable. He's 7 homers the month of August, 361 batting average at the time of me putting this up. I don't know if this is
I have it now. It's 338 now, but
338. Okay, so when I had this, it was I guess a couple games ago. But anywho, it's Bryce Harper, Jack Caglione. One of them is on a completely tanking team, giving up on the year. The other one is on a playoff push. So, given the pressure, Bryce Harper absolutely for the month of August has been the best hitter in baseball. No, I'm not talking about all year. We all know that's Yordan Alvarez. We know for the month of August, it is Bryce Harper.
To add on to your point too. Sorry. To add on to your point, he has 28 walks and 19 strikeouts this month. He has 9 more walks and strikeouts.
You know how hard that is? I don't because I don't play professional baseball, but statistically, that's fucking impossible damn near. He's just awesome. He is just awesome. Dave Dombrowski, fucking eat shit because Bryce Harper is elite. Or maybe thank you, Dave Dombrowski. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, maybe it's a thank you because you kind of woke it up in him, but also fuck you because why would you say that about the best player that this franchise has had in a decade? Either which way. Double reality for us from both sides, it seems, huh?
First time maybe since the pod just started.
Ever? A double from both of us? I mean, damn.
I mean, come on. I mean, Wheeler hasn't been great, and Bryce has been just outstanding at the plate.
Yeah, I mean, usually we're at least partially off, but we're in the complete safe way. Holy fuck! Take your time.
Usually I do that.
I know. We're on the same wavelength here. English is a difficult language to speak. Yeah, I mean, Phillies 4.5 back from the Braves, got a little cushion in the wild card still. Big series coming up following the Angels. You just got to take care of business. Just got to take care of business.
Yeah, the Diamondback series is kind of a big one, and we kind of talked about where like they might overlook the Diamondbacks for the Braves. Well, I hope they don't overlook the Angels for the Diamondbacks because like the Diamondbacks are still a decent wild card team. I know they're not necessarily in it right now, but they are a competitive baseball team.
Yep. And just because we're not going to be previewing the Diamondbacks pod, the Phillies pitching in that series probably is going to be Nola Zeus Painter.
With Ketel Marte activated.
We talked about this last pod. We think they're probably going to overlook it a little bit with the Braves looming. I think you drop 2 out of 3. I want 2 out of 3, but I think they drop 2 out of 3. Not sure what the Diamondbacks have slated, but
you definitely need to sweep the Angels then.
Of course, and then even then you would go 5-4 on the stand.
That's okay.
That is okay, but you got to sweep the Angels. You got to sweep the Angels because I feel like a series loss to the Diamondbacks is looming.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, I think they need to start another win streak, and if they can sweep the Angels, they go into Arizona with full confidence and the roll.
Yeah, but dude, you know how they play out there.
I do. That's why I think they need the win streak going in there.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I guess we'll see. We got 3 games coming up this weekend. Hopefully, some good Phillies baseball, some late night Phils for you this weekend. At least it's on the weekend this series, so people can stay up if you want. Hopefully, for a little bit of joy from our baseball team. Nate, anything else you want to add for the good of the group until next week?
The fantasy football league is set.
12-man. We're drafting next Tuesday, I believe.
Wednesday,
right?
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, is it?
Next Wednesday.
So maybe at the end of next Thursday's pod, we'll have a little recap of the draft.
New segment.
Maybe a little power ranking segment. I'll start up.
I like it.
What do you think? You like that? Maybe everybody like that. Start a little power rankings. The Pinstripeype Fantasy Football League power rankings. Episode 1 next Thursday is when we're going to do the pod. September 4th, 3rd. One of them. I don't know. 3rd,
it's a day.
4th.
It'll be on the day.
It's next Thursday. Okay. We love them. We hate them. They are the Philadelphia Phillies. Until next week, we out. Make sure to follow us on X, like and subscribe over on YouTube. If you listen, to follow us on Spotify. Appreciate y'all as always. Till next week. We out.